Hey y'all, so today, we have a taste for wings. Oh, Jai, I need a glove. Can you give me a glove, Jai? All right. Hey guys, so today we want some wings. So wings we shall have. So I have a mix of wings here. Y'all know I'm a flats girl, but you know, we're gonna cook a variety. I have the oven preheating right now at 350 degrees. So that it should be done by the time we're done chatting and seasoning our wings. So I do get my wings from BJ's. Let me see, can I sit down? Oh, okay, that's cool. So I do get my wings from BJ's. I buy the big bag and then I portion it out or whatever. Right now the freezer is pretty packed considering all things. You know, it's quarantine life happening. Everybody wants to buy up all the food. But I was lucky that they had them in stock. So I went on ahead and got them, and I'm cooking for my house and then sending some to my parents as well. It's just like a snack, and I might make some yellow rice and maybe some green beans. Something super, super simple. But they are going to be hot, spicy wings. And I normally would use the red hot wing sauce that says buffalo, but I don't have that much of it. So we're just gonna eyeball things here. And so what I am gonna do is show you guys though how I season the wings. My holy grail, the Montreal steak seasoning. Y'all, I use this probably more for anything else other than steak. And the name of it is steak seasoning. And I probably haven't used it for steak in, I don't know, ever. I am using the natural light. So if you guys see like little reflective moments, I do apologize. But this is what we're doing today. I'm trying to make it very casual. So yes, I use this joker for many things. So what we're gonna do is gonna pop that bad baby open. I did already have the wings soaking in water and vinegar to clean them. They've been rinsed thoroughly a few times and they're completely thawed out at this point. The wings from BJ's do come frozen. And I know people will be like, frozen? But you'd be surprised, okay? How good. So I put a generous amount, as you guys can see, of the Montreal steak seasoning on the wings. Because once they cook down, ooh, it's just gonna be so good. And of course now the AC turns on. So this is our garlic powder. And yes, in this house we use the big containers, honey. I haven't bought a small seasoning unless it's something that doesn't come in a big container in ages. You can get the big seasonings from, say, your big box doors like BJ's, Costco, Sam's, and then a lot of your Oriental markets or your Caribbean markets will have as well. I just prefer because I cook a lot and I want my seasonings to last a long time. So this is cumin powder. Okay. So we've done Montreal steak seasoning. We've done garlic powder. Now we've done cumin powder. Now we're going to do some chicken seasoning. I don't do a lot of this, and this is a new one, so let me break the seal. If y'all buy a seasoning and it doesn't have a seal or it's been compromised, please do not buy it. Like, this stuff smells good though. You want to layer your flavor, you know? Cause this gonna be good. I ain't even gonna front. Cause I'm ready. So we put a little bit of that. And then we do some paprika. You could do smoked paprika if you want to. My oven is ready. But I have regular paprika. It just helps aid in providing the wings a nice color as they cook down. And then we have oregano, which I love. So what I've done, I've kind of taken like how my mom will traditionally make her oven baked wings and made it my own. I don't like to copy somebody like verbatim. Although Nettie Boo, she could cook her little tail off, I ain't gonna lie. And some crushed red pepper, just to kind of, because we're gonna do our sauce last. We're towards the end. So I'm gonna put my glove on. And I'm gonna get some olive oil. All right. So some olive oil in there. That's gonna help preventing the wings from sticking as they're cooking. Roll up my sleeve, honey. We'll roll up the other one too. And then I'm just going to start massaging the wings in our seasoning mixture. Now the steak seasoning has plenty salt in it. And that chicken seasoning has a little bit of salt in it too. So I will not be adding salt to this. And then you guys got to remember the sauces that we're going to use to make our hot sauce for the wings probably has a good amount of sodium in it too. So the salt level is definitely going to be there. So we don't need to add more. It smells good. I love when food smells good and it ain't even cooked, okay? Y'all hear me? So you're just gonna keep massaging them until they're fully coated. Everybody gets to play. Everybody's pretty. And it's okay if they're kind of a little on top of each other for this, because they're gonna get covered in aluminum foil, and I'm going to cook them for the first round, probably about a good 20 to 30 minutes. I check on them, it just depends, and if I feel like that I need to toss them around early, I will, because the whole thing is you just want everybody to be cooked at the same level. So let me go get some foil. And we're gonna cover these. We're not gonna poke holes, but we're gonna cover them. We're gonna put them in the oven. I'm gonna set a timer for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll come back to them. So I'll be right back. So we're gonna put foil. Y'all, the smell coming from this thing smells amazing. I tuck the foil in nice and tight so it's nice and snug. And this is gonna work as my vent, this little gap, because the lower part is gonna allow just the right amount of air to come out and circulate so that we get that steam going. All right, let's put her in the oven. All right, y'all, so we have our wings in the oven at 350 degrees. Set a timer for 25 minutes and then we'll come back and revisit the wing. Okay, you guys, so here are our wings thus far. So what I do is, they smell so good, y'all. I can't even handle it. Whew, it's a little hot. I don't know, I feel like sometimes when you're just used to cooking, you're used to burning your fingers a little bit. I probably won't have fingerprints like in the near future. So I just kind of toss them around a bit. They're smelling good. They're coming along very well. I'm going to cover them back up. I'm gonna hold off on putting the sauce on just yet. I'm gonna cover them back up, let them go for another 20 minutes, you guys, another 20 minutes. So that's 45 minutes so far. Now here's the thing. I know people are like, man, who wants to wait that long to eat? But certain meals, it just requires a certain type of process. So I could have easily thrown them on the grill. I could easily throw them in some grease, but that's not what we're trying to do. See, the thing is when you cook them, and 350 degrees is a fairly higher temperature, but they're still slow cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a slow process because, baby, let me tell you something. When they are done, they're gonna be falling off this bone. You're just gonna be able to take that meat off these little bones with one bite. Oh, it's gonna be worth it, trust me. So we're gonna cover it 20 more minutes, then we'll add our sauce, and then we'll throw them back in the oven to finish. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make our wing sauce. So this was what I was talking about to you guys. Normally, if I just want to be lazy, I'll just use the Red Hot Wings buffalo sauce. But because I only have very little, we're gonna have to kind of finesse this a little bit. So sometimes in the kitchen, you have to switch it up to make it do what it do. Now we have a lot of wings, so I'm using 2 sticks of butter or 4 halves in our deep saucepan here. This butter is unsalted. That is super important. I normally cook with unsalted butter anyway because you don't want your food to mess around and be too salty. So let me get a little something something. All right, we'll just use this. And we are at a medium-high heat. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. So now we're gonna add that little bit of the buffalo Red Hot wing sauce that we have. Right on in there. We're also gonna add some of the Frank's Red Hot Original. Now this one has a lot more vinegar in it, so it's cayenne based. So you just want to kind of be careful, but I'm gonna put a little bit in here because I want to give it that kick. I'm not measuring, so if you're a measurer, please measure on your own. Okay, so when I was a kid, I always laughed about this sauce. You guys, can you guys see it? Here we go. About this sauce, Worcestershire. Everybody wants to call it like Worcestershire, and we made jokes when I was a kid and called it like Worcestershire, just to be funny. But we just put just a little bit in there. Ooh, honey, I can smell it already. It's gonna be spicy, tangy. We're gonna throw a little bit of honey in here to balance the the heat. All right, this is what I'm talking about right here, y'all. So they have been cooking for 45 minutes. Now, we're gonna add our sauce. And then we're gonna toss the wings really good. As you see, as the wings kind of cooked, they did reduce a little bit in size. So you can kind of manipulate the pan a little bit more now to make sure everybody is swimming. This is not a wing recipe where you're going to have thick sauce over your wings. Let me just make that clear. We're not going to cover it back up. I have raised the shelf in the oven because I want the wings to sit just a little bit higher to the heat, and then we're just going to let them cook. And then as the fat continues to render, the color on the wings are going to start to transform to a deeper brown, which is what we want. And then that flavor from the sauce that's on the bottom of the wings is just going to continuously infuse them. I could put the foil back on, but it's going to produce too much liquid in the pan. We want this all to start to reduce on the bottom, the sauce, okay? So we're going to put it back in the oven. I would say we'll just put it in for another 20 minutes. I just keep coming back and checking it to see how I want it. They're almost there, but they're not there yet. So we'll be back for the final product. All right, so our wing sauce is ready, you guys. There's 6 minutes left on the timer for the wings. Once they come out, I'll give them a toss, put them back in. And at that point, I may decide to add the sauce on the wings and then let them cook out the rest of the way with the sauce. We'll just play it by ear. I gotta look at see what we're working with our wings first. So I'm gonna sit this to the side and leave it on warm so it doesn't bind too much together, and then we'll show you the next steps. Look at those wings, y'all. They look so stankin' good. So I had a request to have them sauced up. So I went and got some more buffalo sauce, poured some of that in there, and then I also threw in Cattleman's Carolina Gold BBQ sauce. When I tell y'all, life is golden. I'm about to turn the broiler on, throw these back in the oven. I ended up turning the heat down lower, and I just let them cook low and slow for another like 45 minutes because it wasn't time for anybody to be ready to eat anyway. So, and I had other things that I had been working on. I'm doing like a lot of different things. So if you have the time to wait to feed your family or your guests, low and slow is the best option, okay? Because these things are so tender, falling off the bone. And I'm about to throw them in the broiler just to give some extra color. They're done though, but we just like to do the damn thing up in here. So here are the wings. They look so freaking delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, so I will link everything in the description box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below of how you like to do your baked wings, and if you want to see me do something else on the channel, food related, and what type of food it is. I always like to try to take what other people use and make it my own. What else? Click the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads on the channel because it's about to get real popping on here, okay? I'm trying to just push out content, quality content though. And then hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I love you guys so much. We hungry. I also made some yellow rice, and then I had some canned goods that I needed to use. So I took French style green beans with a can of corn, put it in there, little Montreal steak seasoning, a little bit of garlic powder, and some soy sauce. Let that thing cook down and reduce. I only took the juice from one can though, and then I discarded the juice from the other can. So you choose your battles, if you want the juice from the corn or the juice from the green bean, whatever your business. So yeah, that's the meal, you guys. And what else? I have nothing else. That's it. You guys have been with me like all day. I love you guys for hanging out. Go and eat. I still have not had that damn glass of wine. So with this food, I'm definitely gonna have some type of an adult beverage, okay? With my wings and things. Yes, honey. Bye, y'all.